It's week 3 of the National Football League. And up next is this team's star quarterback. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's going to be a good one. Next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right, Mike? Last week when we went back and watched, I mean, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, it's going to be a tough group to beat.
And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Now, faking the give. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And now here comes the punt team. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd and 7. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A gain there of 10 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
To the goal line and in.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down. And it sets up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. That one is good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. his second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. When you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Incomplete.
Be wise to this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. Second primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Note the start time, 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 5. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is good, and his guys take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Going right, it's taken in. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get this out wide. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Putting the tight end in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. To the right side here, pass is caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the visitors will tie things up. It's now 10-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Throwing now on first and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen, and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the timing, and quarterback had no choice but to eat it and gets taken down for a sack.
Open man there. That's complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
The extra point is up and through. And the visitors make the lead 4. It is 17-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Second down and 8. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Visitors 24, our home team 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're about ready now for the punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup results in a first down.
Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He'll tuck it and take off. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.